Got a bag and everything you can name. It's one of my closets. Always make sure it look like Neiman's.
On Monday, April 16th, federal agents reportedly raided Floyd Mayweather's homes in Miami and Las Vegas while he was out of the country. And the alleged findings have only intensified the controversy surrounding him. According to claims circulating, authorities discovered a hidden room inside his Miami mansion filled with millions in counterfeit dollar bills. The revelation has sparked speculation online, with some questioning whether the stacks of cash Mayweather frequently flaunts on social media were ever real to begin with. If true, the discovery would mark a shocking twist in the narrative surrounding the boxing superstar.
Money made, that's all I do is get money. Today is a rose gold day, as you can see. Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory. 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. Well, it's the biggest Chanel bag in the world.
And investigators also uncovered documents allegedly tied to illegal ventures and properties in cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Miami. Sources further allege that the homes were temporarily secured and certain financial accounts restricted as authorities sought to ensure cooperation with an ongoing investigation reportedly involving bankruptcy and fraud concerns. Homeland Security investigations, along with local law enforcement, executed actions at the Las Vegas and Miami properties, though officials have released limited details about the specific reasons behind the raids, according to a statement provided to TMZ. A spokesperson said that Homeland Security Investigations New York carried out law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation, with assistance from HSI Las Vegas, HSI Miami, and local partners, adding that more information will be released as it becomes available. 23YJ Inter IEW. 3 NBC News reported on April 16th.
Through items at the house, their boats still docked outside as they canvassed the property in full gear, guns drawn.
One man in Miami. Additional interviews reportedly scheduled in connection. 2 allegations involving fraud, financial crimes, false documentation, and breach of contract. Following the law enforcement activity at the Las Vegas and Miami properties, several outlets began linking the situation to past lawsuits and more recent allegations surrounding Floyd Mayweather's business dealings. While multiple media sources have drawn connections between the raids and these claims, officials have not publicly confirmed full details, and the investigation remains ongoing. Law enforcement sources suggested that the raids were connected to alleged financial misconduct, as multiple individuals and organizations have reportedly raised accusations related to fraud and questionable business dealings. Meanwhile, Los Angeles news station Fox 11 aired footage that appeared to show several individuals in handcuffs near one of the properties, with 2 reportedly identified as family members of Floyd Mayweather. According to reports, they were not being investigated in connection with any alleged crimes, but were temporarily detained outside while agents conducted their search of the residence. Outlets also aired footage showing armed law enforcement officers in tactical gear moving around Floyd Mayweather's Beverly Hills property. Reports generally stated that Mayweather was not present at any of his homes during the raids. Homeland Security representatives confirmed to media stations that the actions were part of a broader federal investigation, though specific details remain limited. The searches of the Miami and Las Vegas properties quickly went viral, fueling widespread speculation online, while questions about Mayweather's legal standing and current whereabouts intensified. Around the same time, Mayweather posted images on social media suggesting he was traveling to China, though some reports claimed flight records indicated Dubai as his destination. In the aftermath, several figures within the boxing community shared their opinions, with some hinting at additional undisclosed issues. Despite the wave of claims circulating across media and social platforms, authorities have not publicly confirmed the full scope of the investigation, leaving many details unverified and still unfolding.
I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over, check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Outlets have linked the raids to various allegations. Questions have also been raised because Floyd Mayweather Jr. has not been publicly arrested or formally charged, at least based on available reports. Typically, when serious accusations surface, the individual involved is officially summoned or publicly identified in connection with the investigation. In this case, however, details remain limited and largely unconfirmed. A former employee speaking anonymously claimed, "The raids were connected to the numerous allegations that have recently surfaced about Mayweather's business dealings." Still, without official confirmation from authorities, much of what's being circulated remains based on claims rather than verified conclusions.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing?
Suggests that investigators were particularly interested in specific details about Mayweather's properties, including allegations of a so-called secret room. According to a former employee speaking anonymously, this alleged room was a key focus of the search. The source claimed the raids were not only tied to broader accusations, but also to verifying whether physical evidence existed to support those claims before taking further action. Several past lawsuits have referenced allegations that Mayweather kept counterfeit currency or fraudulent documents in hidden areas of his homes. However, these assertions stem from legal filings and anonymous sources, and authorities have not publicly confirmed the existence of any such room or illegal materials. As it stands, much of this narrative remains based on allegations rather than officially verified findings.
WBA champion Celestino Calabero, so we brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going,
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Reports indicate that investigators were focused on specific details within Mayweather's properties, including claims of a so-called secret room. An anonymous former employee alleged that this area was a central point of interest during the searches, suggesting authorities were attempting to determine whether tangible evidence existed to support the broader accusations before moving forward. Various past lawsuits have mentioned allegations of counterfeit currency or fraudulent documents being stored in concealed sections of his homes. However, these claims originate from legal filings and unnamed sources, and law enforcement officials have not publicly confirmed the discovery of any hidden rooms or illegal materials. At this stage, the story remains largely driven by allegations rather than verified.
cool as hills before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly.
Right.
So I'm looking at him going,
Jewelry store has sued Floyd Mayweather over alleged unpaid debts and breach of contract, including claims of fraudulent deals and questionable financial ventures involving his chief of staff. For years, Mayweather, known as Money, has been celebrated for his unmatched boxing talent and immense wealth, flaunting private jets, yachts, and lavish spending. However, boxing insider Rick Glazer recently suggested that his fortune may not be as untouchable as it seems, echoing earlier hints from 50 Cent that Mayweather's financial empire could be far less secure than the public assumes.
actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no C.
October of last year, when reports suggested that retired boxer Floyd Mayweather had invested $42 million in 60 buildings, totaling around 1,000 affordable housing units. Adding to his growing real estate portfolio in New York City, his ventures caught even more attention after a public appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where Mayweather boasted about his holdings, claiming he owned somewhere around 100 buildings, nearly all in New York City. It was around this time that 50 Cent weighed in, adding his own perspective on Money Mayweather's flashy claims and business reputation.